Welcome to Staff Works Explained. If you are here for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Also, hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, you are notified. In today's video, we'll be talking about plans to revamp the Tazara railway, how Tanzania is set to benefit from Lobito corridor, especially the economic battle between the west and the east. As they say in Swahili, Wapiganapo, fahali, wawili, nyasi, huumia. This proverb translates to, when two bulls fight, it is the grass that suffers. When you talk of Wapiganapo, fahali, wawili, this means two bulls fighting. Kiumizapo means the one that you get hurt. In this case, it's the grass. So the proverb conveys that when powerful and dominant entities engage in a conflict, it is often the bystanders who get hurt. The two bulls in this context are the Western powers led by US and EU on one side, and the East, that is China, on the other side. These two sides are fighting for the control of critical resources minerals in the Lobito corridor. China has already set foundation, and in retaliation, the West want to check its influence in the region and the whole green energy space. As a result of this tussle, Tanzania is set to reap big. We'll see how Tanzania is set to reap big in this whole competition. The Lobito corridor, stretching from the DRC to the Angolan coast, has become a battleground for the Western countries and China in the quest for critical resource minerals. These minerals, essential for modern technologies like electric vehicles and renewable energy, are fueling a fierce competition with significant implications for Tanzania. As the West backs the Atlantic route, China is aiming for Indian Ocean route. China's ambassador to Zambia to Tanzania has already handed a proposal to Tanzania detailing a plan to revamp the Tazara, Tanzania Zambia railway. China in this proposal will spend more than $1 billion in refurbishing the Tazara railway. Tazara connects Zambia copper belt with Tanzania Salaam Port, and this was built in 1970s. The 1,156 miles railway was built in 1970s, but it is currently out of service. The Tanzania and Zambia government have already agreed on to hand a concession for railway to Chinese state-owned company, the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation. Christened the steel spine, the East and Central Africa, the steel and spine of East and Central Africa, the 1,156-mile railway currently faces extensive disrepair and is mostly unusable. The proposal by China suggests that the government-owned China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC, operates the railway under concession agreement with Tanzania and Zambia. This move comes amid its competition with the US-backed Lobito corridor project, which is in Angola, both aiming to facilitate mineral exports from Zambia copper belt as well as from DRC. The upgraded railway infrastructure will significantly boost freight transport capacity and efficiency, reducing cost and travel time. It is also expected that the improved connectivity could stimulate regional trade and economic growth, benefiting not only Zambia and Tanzania, but also the neighboring countries such as DRC. Furthermore, the increased efficiency in transporting copper, cobalt from Zambia mines as well as DRC could benefit international markets for green technologies. In December, the CCECC appointed an 11-member team to carry out an inspection from Dar es Salaam to Kapiri Mposhi in Zambia with the aim of assessing Tazara's operation and business model. The Chinese PPP investment, or public-private partnership investment in Tazara, is likely to take the form of rehabilitate, operate, transfer, concession, with a probable duration of 20 to 25 years. In this model, the government allows private entities to rehabilitate and operate a project for a certain period of time before transferring it back to the government. The Chinese investors have made it clear in previous negotiations that Tazara is no longer considered an aid project, but it must be commercially viable venture. The devil remains in the details, and the agreement depends on whether the investors and the shareholders can agree on the terms of the PPP. China is keen to use the Tazara rail line to transport mining exports from Zambia and the DRC. The refurbished Tazara railway will create direct link with the railroad backed by the US and European Union to link Zambia and DRC mineral-rich areas to the Lobito port of Angola's Atlantic coast. So it will be competing with the Lobito corridor. The US and EU have announced that they would fund the rail project to connect the resource-rich region of Zambia and DRC to the existing line to the Lobito. The Western powers are eager to secure minerals that are vital for the making of batteries and advanced electronics, including cobalt, which comes from the DRC and Zambia. Most of these minerals are now exported to China for processing. China's involvement in Tazara Railway began in the 1970s when Beijing was facing its own financial difficulties. At the time, Zambia was desperate for a railway link to the Tanzanian coast to transport copper, its main export. Neighboring white-controlled Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe, had cut on a route to the sea in response to the post-colonial transfer of power to Zambia's black majority. China stepped in when Western countries declined to fund the new railway, building Tazara for about 1 billion yuan, which is equivalent to $140 million. From 1970 to 1975, about 50,000 Chinese workers built the 1,860 kilometers track stretching from Zambia's copper belt to Dar es Salaam on the Indian Ocean. It remains China's biggest overseas project to date and succeeded in boosting China's political capital during the Cold War. In conclusion, we can say that Tanzania stands to benefit significantly from the economic competition between the West and the East, which is symbolized by the proverb. This Swahili proverb, Wapiganapo, fahali, wawili, nyasi, huumia. When the two bulls fight, it is the grass that suffers. The ongoing battle for control over critical resource minerals in Lobito corridor between the Western powers, led by US and EU and China, present Tanzania with substantial opportunities for economic growth and development. As the West backs the Atlantic route and China aims for the Indian Ocean route, Tanzania finds itself in a strategic position to capitalize on this competition. China's proposal to invest over $1 billion in refurbishing the Tazara railway, connecting Zambia's copper belt with Tanzania Dar es Salaam Port, offers Tanzania a chance to revitalize a vital infrastructure link and stimulate regional trade and economic growth. The upgrade railway infrastructure will not only enhance freight transport capacity and efficiency, but will also reduce cost and travel time. Additionally, the improved connectivity is expected to boost regional trade and benefit neighboring countries. Tanzania's role as key player in facilitating mineral export from Zambia to DRC positions the country favorably to reap the benefits of increased trade and investment in the region. While the competition between China and the West over the control of the Lobito corridor presents challenges, it also presents Tanzania with an opportunity to strengthen its economic ties with both parties and leverage its strategic location for sustainable development. By carefully navigating this economic battleground, Tanzania can emerge as a significant beneficiary and contribute to regional stability and prosperity. So thank you for reaching this far. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to this channel. Also, watch other videos that we have done on the various topics. Like, share, and also hit the notification bell so that whenever we do a video, you are notified. Thank you.